What's up, guys? It's Funar from MultiplayerGamers.com. We are playing tonight Little Railway Empire. This is the pre-release version, or the beta version. This game comes out later in January, and I've been looking forward to it greatly. I had just noticed this evening that the developers lifted the restriction on streaming it, so I thought we would try this. And so this is the first time I'm playing it. I was actually originally going to wait for release. But given the excitement that I have for this game, we're going to give it a shot in beta tonight and see how it goes. So we're just going to go start the campaign straight off. So judging from this, I only have one place to go. That would be Chapter 1. First chapter takes you to the construction sites of the Union Pacific Railroad that was started in 1863. Tracks were built westward to establish the first transcontinental line. While you're conquering the vastness of the Great Plains and the heights of the Rocky Mountains with your tracks, you will learn about basics of railway empire. Thomas Clark Durant, the visionary in charge of Union Pacific, will assist you. Sounds good. Let's see. Game mode pauses automatic. Oh, you can't change anything. That's kind of interesting. I like normal. That sounds good to me.
Let's go. Time is money.
Oops. Really, I can type my own name. Oh, and I can't change the name of the railroad. Because that's fine. Here we go.
In 1863, on the banks of the Missouri River, the last chapter in the monumental undertaking of the Transcontinental Railroad began. The workers of the Union Pacific Railroad began laying their tracks westward from Omaha through the wild heart of the North American continent. Massive challenges awaited them. Away from all civilization, the country was vast, the weather ruthless, and the challenges tremendously energy-sapping.
Could not have imagined being alive back then dealing with this.
But there was a masterstroke of modern engineering to be accomplished. To tame the wilderness and to conquer it with steel, fire, and steam. Never before had anything like this been ventured. But the time was ripe.
Greetings. My name is Thomas Clark Durant. Exactly, the head of Union Pacific. We will go down in history as the ones who created the Transcontinental Railroad.
Well, all right.
And that, my friend, is your job as chief engineer. I can't supervise everything here on site right now, as I have to meet with some politicians in Washington.
Of course you do.
First, you should familiarize yourself with the basic controls. Move the camera in all directions. Now test the camera's zoom function.
Ooh.
You can also rotate the camera.
Nothing like starting out.
Very good. Now you know the basic controls. Your first task is to create a rail connection between Omaha and Norfolk to the northwest.
That should be easy enough. They're right next to each other.
Both cities will need a station for this. You already have a station in Omaha, but you still need to build one in Norfolk. To do this, switch to building construction mode.
Alright, do a small station. Shift, and that rotates the building. So I'm assuming we want the station closer to town. And obviously the green is the sphere of influence, but if we're going to end up building somewhere else, maybe we'll just arc it this way a little bit. Yeah, have to build towards the city center. Makes sense. That was the city center, but okay. Oh, I must have clicked on the movie.
Very good. Now the two stations need to be connected with tracks. To do this, switch to track construction mode. Now plan the tracks between the stations in Norfolk and Omaha. To do this, select the two station tracks one after the other. Then pay for your track planning.
Makes sense. Oh, look, they're making beer in Norfolk already. Alright, so whoops, if we want to go here, set a track point. There we go. Okay, I had to click. I was clicking and holding. That doesn't work. Okay, so that automatically arcs the track. But I bet I can change its direction by just kind of moving it around, too. Yeah, because you can add track points in the middle here, and I bet I can... Yeah, see? So it's about 52,000. Obviously, the longer the track, the more money it's going to take. That's kind of cool. Alright, so... Pay and build.
Now create your first train, so that you can set up a rail line between your stations. Initially, your train only exists on paper. It's not much use to you without a locomotive.
So we want to go from Omaha to Norfolk. And then we want to save that. Add a train. Oh look, I wonder which one we should choose. Probably this one. We don't have any staff at this point. So we will buy that train.
Now you can see the journey your train will take. If there is something to transport, the train will automatically take it.
Alright. The controls are a little weird. I'm expecting it to be like Sid Meier's.
However, as each locomotive needs water, sand, and lubricant on its journey, you have to place a supply tower along the route.
Makes sense. So we want to be someplace in the middle. Yeah, so he's already having a hard time being there. So we'll put that bad boy right there.
Very good.
All right.
The train is now traveling between Omaha and Norfolk. But you can do even more. Each city needs goods from the surrounding area. For example, every city needs corn. Look, there is a corn farm near Omaha. Until now, the corn has made it to the city in the conventional way, but we want to change that.
Okay, so we're going to make another...
Now construct a rural train station in the marked location with a corn farm within its radius.
Oh yeah, look, so that must be the distance you can be away from it. Alright.
Now connect the new rural train station to the station in Omaha.
That might be a little too much of a curve for that track. I guess we'll find out. Oops. I keep wanting to click and drag. You just click once.
And now things are
Buy the
getting
train.
tricky as we have to deal with a logistical problem. As Norfolk should also enjoy fresh corn, there will soon be 2 trains traveling on the stretch of track between Omaha and Norfolk. Of course, this will then result in a conflict.
Very true.
Since trains cannot travel through each other, you'll need a side track between Omaha and Norfolk. This consists of 1 parallel track and 2 signals. First, create a side track. It needs to be at least long enough for a fully loaded train.
Okay, he's having me create it up here. Okay, so I'm going to create a passing lane, essentially. I get it. Oops. I already clicked on it over here. How do you clear... Okay, shift. Alright, got it. Alright, we're getting there. We are getting there. Alright, so we want this. Railway planning. This. to here. Is that what he wants to do? Make a passing lane? And then this. Then I probably want to do the same thing over here. Make another passing lane. Nope, that did not do what I wanted to do. Here we go, try it again. This. Gotta remember to click the buy button.
Your trains won't necessarily use the sidetrack, as they generally always take the shortest route. For this reason, you also have to specify the direction of travel on each parallel track.
Makes sense.
Now open building construction mode and set up a signal in the highlighted area pointing in the direction of the switch. Trains will then be able to stop here when the signal track is in use.
It's a lot of material he's hauling. Oh yeah, I need another signal either side too. Actually, no, I created one there. Stop signal.
Now make sure that the track can only be traveled in one direction. For this purpose, set the signal so that trains coming from the opposite direction cannot pass.
Alright, so this is saying this way. And shift. Okay, oh, okay. So now... Got it. Now there's a do not enter sign, so I probably need to have another one of those on the other side. Like this, but going the other way. So now it's a do not enter on one way or the other. Got it. Except for some reason it still isn't advancing. Track section in use, okay. Object in use. Alright, I get it. We do need to add another train, though. What are you having me add? Set up a rail line, Philadelphia. Oh, I still don't have anything here. We need to go from the farm to here. Make sure the track can only be traveled on one line. Okay, I did this. Here, signals, shift. Dragonfly Gaming, someone tells you something's going to go wrong. I don't doubt it. First time playing this, so yeah, I think you might be accurate in that. I don't think it likes that I put it where I put it. I think that's what it wants, right? No?
Excellent.
Okay,
now
that's
do the
what it
same
wants.
on the parallel track, so that each parallel track has a different direction. Place a second signal in the highlighted area and block the track to trains coming from the opposite direction.
Gotcha. He wants one on this side. Now it's making sense. I was just doing it wrong. So let's see. Over there is going... okay, so this one, the do not enter, will be facing the other town. We got this. We got this.
Very good.
All right.
I'm sure that it wasn't at all easy. You will soon come to realize that signals are an important aid in guaranteeing smooth rail operations.
Sure.
You will find more information and tips under Hints and Tips.
Well, alright. I appreciate your hints and tips. Where'd my train go? I need to set up a rail line.
Now assemble a new train and give it a locomotive and a rail line. Your new rail line should run via Omaha to Norfolk so that the people of Norfolk can be supplied with corn.
Okay. Omaha to Norfolk, so corn. I still don't have a train going here. It hasn't had me do that yet. Okay. So we're going to go Omaha to Norfolk again. And okay, there are 2 trains on there now. Okay, okay. We'll get the hang of this. I keep thinking this is Sid Meier's Railroads or any of the other railroad games I've played in the past, and I'm trying to play it like those, and the controls are very different, and the way you do stuff is very different. I like the switching thing. Like, Sid Meier's doesn't have those kinds of switches. You have to do it a different way. Yeah, Eric, I did too. Actually, I watched a couple of YouTube videos on it, of other people playing it, and it looked really interesting, so I had to, I just felt like I had to pick it up, because I love these kind of games. So, in theory now... Oh, that's cool. It actually shows you the status of the train track and where the trains are, kind of at a 30,000-foot view, I guess. See, honestly, though, there should really be 2 rails here, so that... can you upgrade these? Yes, I played Transport Tycoon Deluxe as well. For sure. I feel like there needs to be another rail over here, but I think I need to upgrade the station before that can happen. Expand station. 60 grand. I got 60 grand. Yeah, because now we could have 2 trains in the same station. So if we do something like this, and then we'll buy that, we do something like this, that buy button over there is very different from other games. So now, 2 trains can exist in the same spot. So now I can get a train bringing corn in over here, right? So if I do new train, set up a rail line, and I want to go from Evans Farm to Omaha. Check, add locomotive, same thing. Buy a locomotive. Exit. So now in theory, I wonder if I need to put signals here or if they'll just figure it out. I mean, there's these signals here. That's kind of implied. I guess we'll find out what happens. My concern is, though, see what's happening now is when there's the reverse train coming down the line from here, they have to wait halfway through, which I guess maybe that's not bad. Maybe that's not such a bad thing. Let's see what happens when these 2 trains meet. I'm assuming those signals on the track that the station built will just take care of the handling of the trains coming in. Let's see what happens if another one comes in now. Should be one on the way, right? Okay, there's one on the way. Yeah, this was going to leave before them, though. See, he's telling me to do a rail line between Omaha and Norfolk. I did that already. There's 2 trains going there. I'm not trying to make him go away now. I've obviously not done something he expects me to. So this guy's carrying people and mail. This guy's, oops, this guy's carrying, darn it. This guy's carrying people and beef. I think it means to supply both cities with the corn to the other 2 trains don't carry corn. Assemble the train and give it a locomotive and a rail line. Your new rail line should run via Omaha. Oh, via Omaha. Yeah, that's exactly what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Via Omaha to Norfolk. So yeah, this train needs to go to Norfolk. That's what you're saying. How do I change the route of the train? Manage train, set up rail line. Nope. Delete. Okay, so in theory now, that's a lot of traffic on one line. I wonder if this is even going to work. Let's see what happens. Yeah, see, he's... Oh, breakdown. Breakdown, bad condition. What do you do for that? Will he just fix it himself? Do I have to interact with it? Nope. Okay, apparently they fixed it themselves. Alright. So now... So the corn train is heading... There's really, seriously, only one. Unrest in New York. Populace does not want to go to war. Unrest has broken out among the immigrants of New York. Flying cigars. Okay, sheep for sale. 500 sheep of all sizes and ages for sale. Koala Cola is delicious, refreshing, stimulating, and fortifying. Good times. Does this train even have anything on it? He doesn't have anything on it. Was there no corn over there? Missing something? He's got 10. Plus 1.6 per week, so... 69% is going by rail and 30% still going by coach. Okay. Concerned I have too many trains on this line still, but I guess it's taking care of it, although what happens now that this train's going to be in the station? I think I need a second line over here. He's not telling me to do that, but I think I need a second rail over here. Maybe not. Give the locomotive and a rail line. Your new rail line should run via Omaha to Norfolk. Run via Omaha to Norfolk so that people of Norfolk can be supplied with corn. So I've done that. It's not necessarily advancing what he's telling me to do, though. This is one congested piece of rail right here. Managed train. What can I do with him? Okay, so he just completely bypassed Omaha, which is what he was supposed to do. He should go here and grab corn then, right? There should be a bunch of corn here. So there's 11 units of corn here right now. Let's see if he actually picks any up. He's picking. Oh no, he is. He's picking something up. Oh, he's got a whole load of corn. Okay, cool. So Dragonfly, you know, it's quite interesting that it is the year that the station was established. Oh yeah, look at that. Evans Farm. It's a lot of corn that Norfolk is about to get. If it's a race, who gets to load first? Actually, this guy's just going to go right on through. Look, this is actually working out okay. Technically, these two will just pass each other now. Yeah, there's not even any congestion there. That's okay, that's working. That'll work. Still want to know why he hasn't gone away. Tips and tricks. That's just the guide. So Norfolk is getting its corn. Should make him happy, right? Okay, this is what the town has. They have a brewery. City level 3. Year of manufacture, utilization. They have a small train center, okay. 100% of the mail is going via coach. 100% of people are going through coach. That's interesting because there's that one train should have passengers on it. Mail waiting 15. Beer for export. Oh, who's upset here? Breakdown. I wonder if the tutorial is just kind of wedged. So I have to recreate the train? I wonder if that's the problem. It'd be kind of silly if I had to create and do that again. So get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you. Go from here to there like we already did. Hit OK. Assemble a new train and give it a locomotive on a rail line. I'm assuming I just did something out of order, and that's not making the objective trigger. That's my guess. I bet. Let's see how much money I have. 527,000. Let's just try something real quick. So, oh crap! He just picked up corn. Now I have to wait for him to finish this load. I wonder if I just need to delete him and create another one. I don't think I didn't do something in the order he's expecting me to do it in, even though it's working. That's my guess at this point. Who's this guy hauling? People and mail. Position stop signals. So we already get rid of that? There we go. Get rid of that one too. I mean, clearly what I'm doing is working, because Norfolk is getting the corn they want. Just whatever trigger makes that tutorial go away, it did not get, well, for grins, let's see. Assemble a new train and give it a locomotive and a rail line. So let's just try this. Set up a rail line from here to there. Hang on, let's do it this way. Add a locomotive. This one. Buy a locomotive. New rail line. I don't want to buy it again. Set up a rail line from Evans Farm to Norfolk. Loading's automatic. Duration 60 days. Save and exit. Changes made to rail line. Rail line must go through Omaha, then Norfolk, then back to the farm. That is what it's doing, though. It'd be weird if it was a loop around. Hey, Bad Pilot 2, you haven't missed much of anything. Just really kind of started. Similar rail line, give it a locomotive and a rail line, which I've done. Your new rail line should run via Omaha to Norfolk, so that the people of Norfolk can be supplied with corn. It's not going to ask me to make a belt line. I'm not going to do another track all the way back around. That'd be kind of silly. I mean, it doesn't mean to build a track going this way. I now have 4 trains on this one line, too, which are delivering corn. Well, what happens when that train meets that one? Does he stop? I think he's stopping for service. I don't know why this hasn't advanced. Research, engine shed, tips and tricks, options. Options. Three stops, farm, Omaha, Norfolk, and then repeat. So farm, Omaha, Norfolk, then Norfolk back to the farm? Is that what we're missing? Oh, no, no, no. Manage train. How do I get rid of this train at least? Do I have to delete it? I'm going to delete this one. Oh, you get your money back at least. Okay, I think I see what you're saying. I think I understand. So, let's find this. Where'd it go? I think I understand what you're saying. So this guy really needs to have... So Evans Farm, Norfolk. So delete this. Add that, and then go back to Evans Farm. Is that what we're thinking? Because he's got to go back here at the end. And he's not going to have anything to pick up here to bring back to Omaha. Right?
Excellent.
Yep, that's what he wanted.
The farm will automatically make use of your train because the cities along your rail line are demanding corn. Conventional transportation is much more costly for the farm.
See, when he said via Omaha, I thought he was saying to skip Omaha.
We're still missing something. Locomotives wear out over time and need to be regularly maintained so they can perform their duties more reliably. For this purpose, there needs to be at least one maintenance building on each rail line where locomotives can be serviced if necessary.
Okay. How do we create a maintenance building?
Construct such a maintenance building at your station in Omaha now. To do this, select the station itself and expand the station with this building.
Okay. Construct maintenance. 80 grand. Jesus.
Right. We've been lollygagging for long enough. I need to return to Washington for further miserable negotiations with our representatives of the people.
Lollygagging.
I've written a task list for you. Take a look at it and complete the tasks within the given time period.
So it begins.
Do not disappoint me.
So connect Omaha to North Platte. Connect Omaha to Cheyenne. So Omaha to North Platte and Cheyenne. There's Pierre. Where is Cheyenne? There's North Platte. Where is Cheyenne? There's Cheyenne. That's gonna be a long run. Although technically Omaha, connecting Omaha to North Platte would just mean I could just extend the line here through Norfolk, right? And if I have to add more lines, I can certainly do that. So if I just do this. Oh wait, I have to build a station first. Let's do a regular train station, because I'm gonna need the second line. Anyway, you know, I'm gonna put it in the center of town just because then the town has room to grow around it. So now if we go via... Actually, you know what I'll do? Let's upgrade the station. That gets us our second track here. And then let's go ahead and make this... Oops. Come on. Let's go ahead and make this... like so. And then we'll extend the line out to that other train station now. This is a lot more friendly to Transport Tycoon, for sure. Or Fever, rather, sorry. So, continue existing planning. Where am I? Oh, I didn't buy my track. That's different. I gotta get used to that. Like Sid Meier's, once you stop dragging it around, you bought it, basically. So, this guy is gonna shoot out to... North Platte. How much does that cost? 101,000. Okay.
Good. That's finished. You're making progress.
Oop. 100th Meridian crossed. Transcontinental no longer a dream. Union Pacific Railroaders crossed the 100th Meridian with their tracks. With this first milestone, the Union Pacific has now ensured the right to forge ahead with a line through the heart of the continent. How exciting. Let's do the same thing here. Just as a matter of course. So that was nice. I got a bonus for building out to there. So, let's check my list. Okay, so automatically that links Omaha and North Platte. So now Omaha and Cheyenne. Can I just do that now? Do I have enough money for that? I mean, I'm not running any trains out here yet, but if I just link them, that gets me that objective. I could then run a few just miscellaneous goods, I guess, back and forth for the extra cash. Connection bonus, 550 grand. How much of a run is this going to be, though? Let's do a station. Actually, what's behind that? So there is mountains behind us. I probably want to rotate this just a little bit. Maybe something like that. And let's see how much this is going to cost. So we'll go from here to North Platte. What does that cost me? 412,000. That's pretty much all my money. Why can't I accept that? What is it in the way of? Oh, can't build here. Oh, that's like going right through. What is that? Is that copper? Copper mine? So I need to go out this way a little bit. Oh, that actually went down in price. Interesting. So what if I zigzag it back? So move this up here. Can I get it to go cheaper? Oh yeah, look at that. 165. Come on, a little more. 162. Just by avoiding the mountains and avoiding that copper mine and avoiding the inclines. That's handy. That's good to know. So like even here, we're kind of trenching into the ground a little bit. That probably raises the cost of that. I mean, that's going to be unavoidable in some situations for sure. But that's not bad. 162 grand to go all that way, and I should be able to just link this copper mine. Whoops. As I pummel my microphone. I should be able to link that copper mine right into this line right here, I would think.
Those politicians in Washington get on one's nerves. But now let's get back to your tasks. As you can see, Cheyenne is still a little town hoping for an upswing caused by the railroad connection, but a city will only attract new inhabitants if it is supplied with enough goods.
Truth.
Cities receive basic goods from the surrounding area. If you construct stations in the right places and establish rail lines, your trains will be used to transport goods and you will make profits for transportation. But for this, you have to know what goods a city actually needs.
Yep. See, demand for imported goods, meat has been reduced.
Any city's current needs. Now select Cheyenne and view the city's demand for goods.
Okay, what does Cheyenne want? Cheyenne wants... Select the city. How do I know what they want? Express goods.
As you can see,
here we go.
Cheyenne currently needs only a handful of goods, and you can only deliver goods that are in demand. As the city grows, it will demand further goods. At the moment, you can supply grain and wood. Both of these goods are available to the north of Cheyenne.
So I need grain and wood. So...
Connect Cheyenne to a timber business and a wheat farm, and establish a new rail line that connects them both to Cheyenne.
So here, we have timber. So if I create a small station here, kind of going that way. And I need this to link into my existing railway here so it's not messing me up. So let's link these real quick. Okay. And I think I could just hook this right into this line right here. Without too much of a trouble. Is it going to let me do that? Oh, yep, it will. Okay. That shouldn't be too much of a hassle. I might have to put some signals in there. New train. Set up a rail line. So we want to go from here to here. Exit, add a locomotive. I can only do one. Alright. So he should be delivering wood. And then he said wheat as well, didn't he? Oh, it's right next to it. Oh, crap. I wonder if that station could have serviced both of these. I bet that... Yeah, let's find out. I didn't realize it was right there. No, I bet it couldn't have. Yeah, it's too far away. Okay, I don't feel so bad now. Still, though, I'm going to need to do something like this. Try to get these linked together in some kind of sensible way. Without completely jacking this up. Which means I'm probably going to need a passing loop. Or... What are you waiting for? Oh, because I'm paused. That's what he's waiting for. I'm going to need a passing loop or something, because these two are going to have a difficult time getting... And I don't want it to hold up here, so I'm going to need something like right here. Can I make a passing loop on a turn? Is it going to let me do that? Oh, it is. Okay. Then I need to create some signals. So I want... that. And... signal direction. Oops. Okay, so that's do not enter that way, that's do not enter that way. Okay, we should be good. So I have a passing loop now. So now I should be able to create another rail line from here to there. Add a train, and he should automatically use that loop. And if both trains do happen to get over here at the same time, I've got the two lines automatically. That's going to work out. That's going to help Cheyenne grow pretty quick, actually. Yeah, it's already working great. So I'm doing absolutely nothing for North Platte at this point. What does North Platte need? Weekly demand. Looks like they need the same stuff. Corn, wood. Don't really have a way to get to them easily. Dairy here. Oh, there's more corn here, so I could use that. We can get North Platte some corn from here. So I have to wonder if there's a way to get... Yeah, so those are just too far away from each other. Like even if I rotate that, it's like, oh, it's like literally just that far. Unless you can't do that, which is a possibility for sure. But yeah, North Platte's going to need some assistance in that respect. See what's going down here in Norfolk. Production of beer is reduced as the maximum stock level has been reached. So don't have... If they don't need cattle, they don't need beer because they've got enough. What does Norfolk need? What can we provide Norfolk? They too need the same stuff. They have a ton of beef though. Anybody need beef? North Platte, do you need beef? Yeah, you guys need beef. Not much, though. Could get a train going between Norfolk and North Platte. I think that would make sense. So let's do that. Set up a rail line, Norfolk. The heck? Where are those going? That was weird. Set up a rail line, Norfolk. Brown Preserve to Cheyenne. Why does it think I'm still... Oh, you know what? I don't think I... Did I never confirm that one? I bet I never confirmed that one. No, I never confirmed... That's kind of funny. Brown Preserve to Cheyenne. Yeah. There. No, maybe I did. Drain close. New train. Set up a rail line. Okay, here we go. Norfolk to North Platte. Add a locomotive. Get that one going. So they should start transferring their beef over there. And I need to extend this line. Like so. There, now we don't have any unusual traffic there. What's Omaha up to? I haven't been down here in a while. Leather has been reduced. Maximum stock has been reached. So what does Omaha need? So they produce 2.4 beef. I wonder where they're getting their beef from. It's not like they're being delivered cattle. Stock in the city. Weekly demand. I don't know where they're getting their beef from. Nearest cattle farm's right there. What's going on over here? Cheyenne grows. That's good. Cheyenne is growing. So yeah, Cheyenne's a beer town. Need to find a town that needs beer. Denver. Denver, what do you need? Denver's a beef and leather town. What do you guys want? You don't need beer, though. It's too bad. That'd be convenient. Let's check our list here. What do we need to do? Deliver 16 loads of cattle to Cheyenne, or to Denver, and 16 loads of meat to Cheyenne. So I need meat to Cheyenne. And locomotive slowed due to missing a... Oh, I didn't build a... Crap. I gotta remember to build these supply towers. I need to make one probably right about here. And actually, Norfolk is probably big enough now where it needs a maintenance shed. Or North Platte, rather, not Norfolk. What do they make? What is that? Salt. And this is copper, right? Iron. Each of them always... Okay, I need a supply tower, even though that's a short run. So we'll go about halvesies. Look right there. Okay, what does it say? Following applies to all train stations. The larger the station, the shorter the loading and unloading times. Good to know. And the more tracks will be available. Also makes sense. What's your problem? Due to missing equipment? Well, hopefully that's going to be resolved now that I fixed that. Although I probably need to do maintenance here because none of these the two trains coming from those two places will not have an opportunity for maintenance either. Alright, checking our list. Cattle to Denver, meat to Cheyenne. Cattle to Denver. There's Denver. There's cattle. Corn. Cotton. Sugar. So I need to bring cattle to Denver. What else is near here? We got Raton. Oops. There's meat down here too. Dodge City. So cattle to Denver. Let's we'll build a station in Denver. Denver's actually a pretty big city already. We'll do this kind of station. Smack dab in the middle of Denver. And I'm going to... Be nice if I could cover both of these places with one station. Let's see if we can do that. They seem awfully close together. Can I? No. Asking for too much. Does a large station work? Yeah, see, that would work. And that would work. Do they need sugar in Denver? Whoops. Close that. What do you need, Denver? Do you need any sugar? You don't need sugar. Well, you don't yet. 30,000 citizens, they might need sugar. And we have salt over here. I think it makes sense to put that as close to that as we can. I mean, does it make more sense? Yeah, I can't reach that one. Oh, I'm using the wrong station. I could do a large station. Would be, is it worth $200,000 for a large station to link two things? I'm not sure it is. What if I do a small station? And I'm assuming as you expand it, well, the problem here is I do have to... small station, I have to bring closer to the cattle. Okay. We have iron. Oh, Casper's up here. What's this? Right estate is cotton. What does Casper need? Not that Casper's even on my hit list at this point. They don't really need much of anything other than the basic supplies. What is that up there? Clay. Up in the mountains. I bet that's expensive. Sugar, more cattle. Well, let's get Denver their cattle. I'll focus on that. Yeah, I think I can always change in the future. The problem is, so the small station needs to be this... Wait a minute. Yeah. Needs to be this close to hit the cattle. Whereas the large station... I guess it does capture it. Never mind. I was thinking it needed to be too close to this side. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and do it. So I want to go this way. Something like that. Can I hook into this without being too obnoxious? It's 122,000. Can I make it cheaper? Yes, I can. Look at that. 72, 71. So 71, 196. Because ultimately this is going to go to Raton. I think I'm on the wrong track. No, I'm not. Okay. Because ultimately that's going to go to Raton, and this is probably going to all link into the supply line. So these will actually hook into there at some point. I think that would be a good plan. Oh, there's two. Is there two there? No, never mind. I see what was happening. Oh, I just closed that, didn't I? There we go. 1% incline, so the trains don't have to work too hard. I think that's... we got that. We will add a train, set up a rail line between Kelly and Denver. Add a train. Cool. Don't need the sugar yet, so I'm not going to worry about building that line. I am going to go ahead and do this, though. And then let's link Cheyenne and Denver. Don't forget the towers. Good call. Good call. So 74,000 for that. Because there is a bunch of land it's digging in the ground there. So I wonder, can I make it cheaper? Oh, that's more expensive. Doesn't look... oh, crap. Didn't mean to do that. New connections. 9 stations currently connected. Good times. Remove that track point. So yeah, 70... oh, it was actually a bit cheaper than that. So 74,000 for that. Can I make it a little bit cheaper? So 60... I saw 66. 66, 725. 62... Seems like the further I get away from these inclines... oh, there we go. 49. 48.7. And 48.7 seems to be... there's a weird little bend right here, though. Yeah, it doesn't want to make a bridge or a dig... it wants to dig into the ground. Or something. Because the terrain is uneven here, so anytime it seems to... yeah, it looks like concave there, so it's digging down a little bit, which is increasing the cost. And then over here, there's a slight incline. It's not enough to register on the meter here, but there's just enough incline to get back up to where Denver actually is. But that's not bad. 48,000. And good call on the supply tower. Let me get those in there too, because I keep forgetting those. So we'll do supply tower halfway down the line, about there. We'll do another one on this line, about there. Did I forget one on this line? No, there's a supply tower there. There's a supply tower there. Okay, we're good. When Denver gets a little bigger, I'll have to add a maintenance building on that line too. Although it might make sense to do it now, honestly, because they're going to grow quick. Let's go ahead and do that. That might even encourage growth, honestly. And then let's get a line from Cheyenne to Denver too. 1,015 miles of track. Chief Executive Funar disclosed to the paper that, although pleased at having pulled ahead of the competition, nowhere near all the goals for good of the citizens have been achieved. We're getting there. Let's get us a train. We'll do our line from Cheyenne to Denver, just because mail and so forth needs to travel. I've already got my supply. Yeah, there's already stuff going over. Need to start watching my cash too. I'm down to just under 300,000. See how we doing here. So we got already 8 units of cattle to Denver. We need meat to Cheyenne still, though. Meat to Cheyenne. Is Denver a meat production city? It might be. Maybe that's where the meat's going to come from. Meat for export, 14. So there we go. We just killed 2 birds, 1 stone. And I just realized I need to do this. There we go. So we got cattle going into Denver, meat going to Cheyenne. Connect Cheyenne to a timber business and a wheat farm. Just realized you can hire security guards to the trains. Is it possible for your trains to get attacked? It is actually possible for your trains to get attacked. At some point in the game, I was reading and I was watching someone else's stream about it. AI players join the game as competing railroad companies, and they can sabotage your trains. So you can hire security personnel to be on the trains. To the same degree, you can sabotage their trains too, though. Badflight asks, are there different types of locomotives, like freight and passenger? There is. This is 1864. So the steam locomotive is pretty much all that existed then. Again, from what I understand about the game, is that later on you actually have electric trains and diesel trains and things like that too. It's just a matter of progressing and getting them. Okay, I should see meat hit Cheyenne now. There it goes. Meat's going into Cheyenne. I'll get 2 birds with 1 stone right there. Cheyenne's already growing. We're going to kill this one as well. Omaha and Rock Springs. Omaha and Rock Springs. Where is Rock Springs? Rock Springs. There's Rapid City, Casper, Raton, Dodge City, North Platte. Where the heck is Rock Springs? Bismarck, Fargo, Norfolk. Is it over here somewhere? Wichita, Oklahoma City.
Well done. The citizens of Denver are impressed by the railroad.
Nice. Cattle done. I am not seeing. This is not a very large map, is it? Maybe because it's still beta. Oh, there's Rock Springs. Wow. Okay. Rock Springs is good gravy. Okay. That's some mountains. What's going on over here? Locomotive slowed due to missing equipment. Locomotive slowed due to missing... Oh, I don't have a... Do I not have a water tower there? How do I not have a water tower between Norfolk and North Platte? I guess I never made one. Let's try to go halvesies again. Go... Seems about right. How did I miss that? This is going to be expensive to get to Rock. I got 463,000 in the bank. Where do I have to connect these again? Okay, Cheyenne's almost got their meat. They're halfway there. Cheyenne's just gonna... They're about to hit their population. Connect Omaha and Rock Springs. And then deliver 100 passengers from Cheyenne to Rock Springs. So I need to have a line between Cheyenne and Rock Springs, because Omaha can get to Rock Springs via Cheyenne. And then I need to have a passenger train going between the two. I think we can do this. Union Pacific, new record. Philadelphia 060 hits 33 miles an hour. Blazing fast. Okay, so Rock Springs. This is going to be expensive. Rock Springs. Alright, so this is... Good lord, this is mountainous as hell over here. It's still saying missing equipment on that one. So if I build... Wait, where's Cheyenne? Hang on. Where's Cheyenne in relation to this? I'm all twisted around. So there's Cheyenne. So if I build my train station kind of pointing yonder... Yeah, there's definitely deadlines. This one needs to be done by... Well, it's 1864. I have 3 years.
Excellent. Cheyenne is becoming a major railroad hub, and the credit is all ours.
Look at that. All right, let's see what we can do with Rock Springs here and Cheyenne. Let's see where the game wants to put the track if I just go like this. And Lincoln over... Oh crap, that should be there. It's not. Alright, so if I link it into here... $2.6 million. This is going to require some creativeness. Okay, we already got the cost down. And then... No. No. Crap. Oh wait, here we go. 1.6. If I kind of loop around... I bet this is going to have to connect the other way. I bet this is going to have to connect the other way through. So if I go this way, if I drop this link and put it over here, can I put it over here? Is it going to let me? Okay, 146,000 to there. Okay, that's not bad. We are avoiding the mountains. Question is though, can I get this where I actually need it to go? So I'll move this down here, and if I grab, whoops, if I grab this, can I get this? No, it doesn't want to link in there. It's too much of a turn. Do I build another station? Do I just cheese it and build another station in Cheyenne? That is the direction I want that to go. That is only 147,000 to get me out there. I am completely avoiding the mountains. Do I build a second station in Cheyenne knowing that Cheyenne is probably going to become a hub to this area? A second station would be legitimate. Unless I can do... What can I do here? Can I hook this way? I don't know what's going on there. Ah, what the hell? What is it doing? I want a hook there. What's going on? Why did I lose the ability to... Oh, there we go. Oh my lord. See that? What the hell? No? What's going on? Oh my lord. Hang on, I gotta delete all these, because... Oh, this is crazy. What the hell was that? Seriously. I'm trying to get this to hook just into this line here. Oh, see, it built a bridge there. I don't want a bridge. That's going to be expensive. Can I move that in? Yes, okay. 172,000. This seems just superfluous to have this here. Like, it's just wicked extra. Yeah. Let's just build a roller coaster into the train line. What could go wrong? Can I link this? No, can't. Will this let me link this into here? Probably not. Oh, did I just cancel? I just canceled the whole thing, didn't I? No, I didn't. Okay. Whew. This just seems like a really ridiculously long loop here. Guess it can let me move it in at all? Probably not, because it needs that extra loop for... It needs to be able to turn the train, right? The problem is, though, this is not going exactly where I want it. This really needs to be... Why can't I bring it in there? Why can't I bring it in there? Oh, because it wants me... That's the only junction that's empty. Right there. That's the problem. Alright, stand by. We're gonna play a little bit here. I'm gonna see if I can move this line down to this junction. And then maybe... I don't know. Maybe I can do something. Because if I do... How do I edit an existing line? Wait, what just happened? What is it? What's going on there? See, I'd really love for this to link in here, but it's not going to let me do it. There's something that it doesn't like about that. Yes, let's go through Cheyenne. Alright, let's, I gotta make a change here. If I do this to here, oops. What I want to do is, I want to bulldoze it. I should have put this line... How many times can I hit the wrong button? Get rid of that one. I'll add a point, I don't know, back here. I'll link it into there. Cha-ching. And I should be able to delete this line now, right? Yeah. Okay, so I effectively moved that line over. That frees this one up. And now, I unfortunately have to redraw the one that I made to Rock Springs. But now that we know where it's going to go, I think that's fine. So, we'll do like we did before. We'll go do a straight shot. This time we'll do a straight shot to here. 2.1 million. And then we'll play with... moving stuff around like so. If we can get it to go around the mountain, and then we'll play with oops. It is kind of a weird loop, though, isn't it? And is that going to stunt Cheyenne's growth by having that rail right there? So 420,000, I bet I can get that cheaper just by moving this over. 317. Oh, we have a tunnel here. We can move this over. 231. Oh, look, Casper's right here, too. Hell, we could link Casper into Rockford. Or Rock Springs, rather. That gets us there. It's kind of a weird line. But it's only 231,000. Are there any other places I could optimize this? Any weird... Like this could probably move over. And then this could move over. Actually, this could probably... Let me lose that one. And then we'll hook around Casper here. Ultimately, we'll link into Casper. The scenic route, that's right. Well, it's going to be passengers that go on this ride, on this line, so you want them to be happy. So 211.9 now. I don't like this bend here. Oh, I see why it had that bend there, because of the... At some point, too, I need to acknowledge the fact that I'm not going to get it any cheaper. $212,000 seems to be a sticking point now. Am I happy with that? 1% incline all the way down? That's not bad. 212 grand. That's gonna take almost half my cash. We can link Casper into here later. I mean, we can always drop a station and then just bring the two lines in. 212,831.
Now you've managed to cross the Great Plains. A masterpiece.
Thank you. So we're gonna go... What are we supposed to do? Meet to Cheyenne is almost done. Omaha to Rock Springs is done. 100 passengers from Cheyenne to Rock Springs. So we need to do... Set up a rail line from Cheyenne to... Where am I? Rock Springs. Add a train. This one. And we'll do... Can I not do it yet? There's a way to force it to do a certain type of load. Waiting for track clearance. Oh, because he was on that rail. I'm going to need at least one, possibly two, supply towers on this run too. So I'm going to put one on the bend here, and we'll put one halfway between Rock Springs and Casper, with the idea that Casper is going to be interjected or injected into that line. What is going on here? They're taking beer out there. Okay.
Cheyenne will flourish thanks to you. And for each mile of track that we lay, we receive 10 square miles of land. The politicians have no idea of the value of the assets they're giving away, but that stays between us.
Yeah, we'll need to get Casper in on that. So I'm going to need to build a couple of loops here, because I'm going to put a second train on this line. So what I'm thinking is, let's do this. It seems like a good place to do it. Actually, we'll do it right before here. Yeah, those are definitely not passengers. I'm not sure why it decided to put... it looked like wheat. So we'll do that. And then I'll do some signals here. Put a signal here. Yeah, passenger inside the barrels. It's called economy. It's economy class. It's for those that couldn't afford the normal ticket. Why are you not letting me put a signal there? There you are. So this way, so that's one service loop. And then on this side we'll do another one. Probably, I'm thinking right here. Actually, where did I put the other water tower? There it is. Okay, we want to make the water tower the center point of that. So we'll go there to there-ish, and then back in. And then we'll put a signal here too. Oops. So we do that, and then on this side we'll do another one. So one-way rails. Let's go ahead and add another train to this line. Oh, not new train. Set up a rail line from do Cheyenne to here again. We'll do express goods. That's it. Express goods only. Express goods only means mail and people. So this will give us a freight line. And a goods line. So we should see people on this train. Yep. People and mail. Cool. How's our list doing here? Connect 150,000 people to your rail network. I am so close to that one. That is 1868. I got 4 years for that. Transfer 100 passengers. That one's on the way too. I'm well ahead of schedule at this point, it seems, which means something disastrous is about to happen. Connect Cheyenne to a timber business and a wheat farm. Timber and wheat. Timber and wheat. Yes, progress. Where is the nearest timber farm? Iron, cotton, clay. I'm not seeing... Oh, here's timber way down here. There's got to be something closer than that. Doesn't look like it, though, does it? I don't like this loop, but that saved a lot of money. Oh, here's timber. I already did that. Didn't I? Select your track and view the trains using this section. cook chopping, and brown pressure. Or preserve. So I've already got it. Oh, I don't have wheat though. I need wheat. So, wheat. Wheat. Where are you, wheat? What is that? Vegetables? Where is a wheat farm? Is that a thunderstorm? Yeah, look at that. That's kind of cool. Look at Cheyenne grow already. Need to get Casper in on this. We've already got 39 people. Sweet. Oh look, and this is going up. We're going to 150. There we go.
Many people call the vast stretch of land between the Mississippi and California the Great American Desert. Those fools. Once my railroad has opened everything up, the value of these lands will go through the roof.
Yes, they will. So I still haven't figured out where wheat is that's nearby. I've got the corn. Oh wait, hang on. That is wheat right there. He is wheat. Connects Cheyenne to timber business and a wheat farm. Establish new rail line that connects to both. I have that. Does this train not go... Wait, what? What did I do here? Connect Cheyenne to a timber business and a wheat farm. I've got him connected to both. What have I done? Oh, I know what I did here. I know exactly what I did. That could be handled with one train. I didn't need two trains there. I'm pretty sure one train could pick up on both. It's because I have two separate trains handling both of these. I think that's what I've done. Thinking that is the problem. So like, as soon as these guys... Or we have a tie-up or something here now. And actually, you know what I need to do here is I need to... Hang on. Can I get rid of just this? I can. And I need to fix this. This really needs to be part of this line here. This needs to be a double track now. Hey, no, stop it. So do that. It's going to be a really pissed off train right now. So do that. And I should be able to build... Oh, no. Did that wrong. That was wrong. Set a switch point. Set a track point. So can I do that? No? How did I just do that? I want to link this track into that one. I fear I've broken it. Yeah, because it doesn't like that at all. Okay, that it doesn't mind. Oh, because that's a new track, that's why. Okay, it doesn't mind that either. That's a weird incline, though. So if I do that... That's not exactly what I was going for, but it works. What I really want to do is this, where these things link together, because I don't want to interfere with this line up here, So I want to give the train the opportunity to bridge over here if they had to. There, that's what we need. So now this train can use either line. And honestly, I could do the same thing with Cheyenne up here. I bet... So, is this too much of a turn? Yeah, it's too much. Can I go back this way? Try that again. Gah! What the hell? Okay, get rid of you. You. Oh, it'd be so nice if I could do it that way. Can make it a Y junction. Not that there's any reason for that to go there. It is the Omaha farm problem again. Yeah, so what I need to do, as soon as these two trains drop off, I'll get rid of one of them. And then I'll change the line. Wait, did I? Okay. So, what is this thing bringing back? It's bringing... Why is it bringing grain back? Where's it bringing the grain back to? Random breakdown. Alright, hold up. We need to redesign this a little bit. Okay, hang on. I'm getting rid of you. Seems like a waste, but... you... I'm going to change your route. So, let's get rid of you and rid of you. We're going to go from here to there to Cheyenne. That makes more sense.
Well done.
There it goes.
The city
I didn't need two different trains.
You can see how well it is being supplied at any time in the city dialogue. Basically, a city will grow once its demands are sufficiently met. I think you have learned enough. Complete the rest of your tasks.
Yeah, that's what it is. I didn't need two separate locomotives there. There's no reason why he can't pick up wheat here, wood there, and bring them both to Cheyenne. And then in theory, he should turn around from Cheyenne with an empty train and head back. In theory. And I am going to assist this issue here, because this is going to be a problem, I think. It doesn't like the idea of doing that, does it? I might have to expand this station again, honestly. Cheyenne's growing, so if I expand it more, 100,000. Okay, so it puts the rails over there. So then what I can do now is I can move this guy. Maybe not even move him, maybe just add the rail to there. And then I should be able to... Whoop, helps if I actually commit the change. So now he's on that track. Do I need to disable that one, though? Or should I leave it? Just, I don't want there to be any issues with... I'm gonna leave it like that for now. Let's just see how it works. I just don't want there to be issues where a train's waiting to go in there. Oh, we have cloth here now in Cheyenne. We have a tailor? Oh, we have a weaving factory now. So he's gonna need cotton. He's gonna need cotton from somewhere. There's cotton up here. There's cotton down here. Which I could extend this rail line all the way down here and pick up cotton too. I could go back to running two trains on that as two with a loop in there. Let me do that. Let's get cotton out there. So we'll put there's cotton near Cheyenne. Oh, there is, up here in the mountains. Good call. Good call. That's probably going to be expensive, though. Now I have to use this line again. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be real interesting. Oh, I just remembered why I wanted to delete this, now that I'm looking at this. You want to get rid of that so that this one can loop into here too. That's why. Okay, so there's one near Cheyenne up there. I'm a little concerned about building one up here, but let's try it. I feel like we need to have a little bit of a... So this almost needs to be like so. Be down like this. And let's see what we can do for rail track. Maybe this won't be so bad. 31,000? Okay, that's not bad. 29, 28, 29.8, 29.847. We can deal with that. Let's get us a train on there. So there to there. Add a train. It'd be nice when I can get different trains. Alright, so that gets us... That gets us that. So Cheyenne's going to grow even more. Cheyenne is definitely becoming the hub of this entire mountainous area over here. We need to get Casper in on the action too.
Yes, one more thing. Your company has also a research department to help you unlock new locomotives and other innovations. Open the research dialogue to find out more about it. Here you will find the advances that can be achieved in the current era. Advances from previous eras are usually already active, but what the future holds, we do not know.
So we've already got this one, the Philadelphia 060.
For each advance, you require innovation points, which you get automatically each month, and which can be increased in various ways. Now, take a look around here, and then unlock an innovation of your choosing. How about a new locomotive?
So I can do... I've already got this one, right? Yeah, I own that already. So I need 3 points. How many points do I have to spend? I have 240 innovation points. I get 40 per month. Am I reading that right? So I can unlock... What else can I do here? I can do a caboose. Provides a viewing platform expecting the train. Increases bonuses to all employees by 20%. I don't have employees yet. I could see that being useful, though. I think I need that.
My opponents say I'm lining my own pockets. These are, of course, hideous lies. And look at it this way. With the profits I'm making, I can invest much more. Jobs, jobs, jobs.
Mm-hmm. Well, that took care of all my points, though. But I can start some of my longer hauls. I can upgrade those trains. That's cool. Company and construction. Expenditures are calculated as being higher, and revenue and profits calculated as being lower. Oh, look, that's cool. Cool. I think I just saw there being a construction bonus for Casper now. I can get 72,740 for building a station in Casper. Why wouldn't I do that? Just to help them grow anyway. Let's go ahead and give them, we'll give them just a regular train station. And what I'm going to do is, actually, you know, let's do a small one. We can upgrade it later. So I'm going to put it as kind of, well, I want to cover the city. Oh, how do I want to do this? Okay, let's do it this way. And now let's get us... I'm going to leave this line alone, and just so I have a bypass track out to the side. This way, Casper doesn't interfere, yet it's still part of the line. Kind of wishing I'd made... You know what? I'm already having regrets on how I just did that. I am going to upgrade this. Because what I actually want to do is this. Get rid of you. Oops. Hey, stop it. Oh, I gotta remember, I keep doing it wrong. I keep clicking the wrong thing. You. To there. And I want this to be nice and short. So now, what does Casper need? Casper needs to get in on this. Casper needs wheat.
I have to wrangle with a lot of competitors, but if one person really gets on my nerves, then it's that Beatrix von Pomp. What? You haven't encountered it yet? Be glad. She takes everyone to the cleaners.
Oh god, the AI is going to start kicking in. That's what that means. Let's get us a train here. Add locomotive. I don't really need anything. For these short lines, I don't need to go too crazy with that. And then let's create a line between here and Cheyenne. I suspect AI is going to start showing up. That's what it seems like. Personnel, engine shed. Okay, that's cool. Rotate locomotive. That's kind of neat. Rotate camera? Rotate camera is supposedly the mouse wheel. Oh, there we go. Whistle. Oh, replace locomotives. Okay, so that's handy. So if I want to replace my Philadelphias with this guy, replace all, replace suitability all. So I can replace all my trains with the new one for 245,000. That's kind of neat. You know what I haven't looked at lately, or recently at all, is how's Omaha doing down here? We haven't been here in forever. Setting up warehouses. Receive and dispatch goods mean you can build central good depots. Production of leather has reduced as the maximum stock has been reached. Okay, so these, I'm not ready to do this yet because the city needs to expand some more. So this line down here, guess what I never put down here? I never put a supply tower down here. How has this line even been working? Just unhappily, I'm guessing. Omaha really hasn't expanded. I guess they just don't have an opportunity to. Weekly production of 2. They're making a lot of meat. They're not necessarily sending it anywhere. Norfolk is also not really expanding either. I got so focused on the Cheyenne area. They're making a lot of beer. Good boy, Dragonfly. Let's see what our task list is. I still haven't done this one. Transport 100%. There's nothing else on the list. That's it. I bet once this is complete, the AI people will start coming in. And that's when things get a little interesting. What's this one say? Along this route, each locomotive also requires a supply tower so you can take on water, sand, and lubricant. I should have a supply tower on that route, don't I? Maybe I don't. There's one right there. It's possible I need another one. It's kind of a long run. It's right there. I might need a passing loop there too. Beer for export 0, mail waiting 17. What was on this train? People. Oh, I don't have a kind of helps when you have those in there. Do I have anything that goes over here? I must. Let's check out our routes. Routes. Did I have anything going between Norfolk and Cheyenne? I must. Cancel. Omaha to Norfolk. Now it's the waiting game, yeah. I'm actually a little nervous about the AI joining the fight, because I saw somebody who had a very successful game going, kind of like, you know, I'm feeling pretty comfortable with what I have here. The AI came in and just, like, decimated him. Like, completely destroyed him. Just when he thought he was comfortable. What does Rock Springs actually need? Because they're not actually growing. Oh, I can build a factory here. They're importing a lot, actually. No demand for cattle. Really no demand for... I mean, they got a demand for meat, I guess. So Rock Springs could become any of these. Attraction, meat industry, cattle to meat and leather. That's expensive, good grief. Breweries, weaving factories. They're kind of in a rough spot, though. So I don't know what I could supply them with easily. I mean, there's corn down here. Grand Junction's down here. Corn and clay. What's going on down here? You guys playing nice? What's he waiting for? He's waiting for something to happen. Is this line stopped? Oh, I bet he'll go now. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Reed fattening near Bismarck. The Reed family has got in touch with you. As their rural business is currently experiencing difficulty, this family is looking for an investor. Would you take over the business for $265,000? I could. I got $1 million in the bank. Why not? Ultimately, I don't know what that does for me, so. So this train is waiting right here. He's waiting. What is he waiting for? Oh, he was waiting for this guy. I wonder if I need... I don't know how to solve that. He was waiting for that train. I almost need to have another line right here. I don't have a building on this rail, do I? I almost need this to be a second track. Just so it doesn't tie up the run. Can I upgrade this at all? Demolish maintenance building. No, I don't want to do that. Yeah, this might need to be a second railway. That kind of ties into here somehow. Can I do that easily? Okay. Something like that. And then can I do that, and then can I bridge this into there too? Like that. And then this. Oops. This kind of needs to be brought into here somehow, but I don't know if they're going to let that happen. I wonder if I demolish that segment, and if I bring this segment into there, but at the same time, can I do this? No, I can't. I can do that, though. It doesn't seem like that would make sense, though. Trying to make it easier on the trains to use both lines if they had to. So that way, if that train had to, he could use that. I'm going to get rid of this little segment right here. So this way, the two trains can still meet here, and then this train will always use track 2. So that should lighten up the possibility of it waiting for this train. These two lines are too long for them to be waiting for him. I think that makes more sense to do it that way. Because now these two can run parallel. Yep.
Progress is enormous.
Hey, look at that.
The West is no longer so far away anymore, and the people are slowly realizing that trade helps create prospering cities. We still have a long way to go, but the Transcontinental Railroad is coming.
So that was chapter 1. Okay. Does that mean I'm done with this map then? Let's find out, I guess. Oh, well, look at that.
In spite of all the challenges, the Union Pacific Railroad managed to cross the endless expanses of the Great Plains and conquer the merciless slopes of the Rocky Mountains. The Central Pacific Railroad approached from the west, but the winter of 1868 brought all work to a standstill. The two lines lay just a few hundred miles across from each other, in the middle of nowhere in the mountains.
Could you imagine living then and working on these rail lines?
The dream of the first transcontinental railroad seemed to be within touching distance, but was buried by house-high masses of snow and blown away by icy snowstorms, a dream that had begun almost 4 decades before.
Hey, look at that. Chief Executive Officer. Not bad. 19.6 out of 20. Fulfilled all taxes, or all tasks, rather. Overall rating of 29. Check out the company value. I mean, kind of stagnated down here, and then all of a sudden we just went off like a bandit. $12 stations, 12 airlines. $4.4 million company value. Not bad. Oh, we can continue playing. That's pretty cool. I gotta say, I'm really enjoying, this is really cool. So the question is, do I move on to the next chapter, or do I continue this on and try to link the rest of them? I guess there's really no point in continue playing the chapter. I feel like I left a lot behind, though. Let's check out the next chapter. So what do we have? So we've done chapter 1. Oh, chapter 2 is the east. Heading to the east. The early days. All about the modest beginnings of the railroads, but how they then quickly revolutionized transportation in the USA. Well, alright. Let's check out what we have to do. Pause mode normal. Rail network realistic. With a simple rail network, trains can pass by each other without causing any delays or traffic issues. Sidetracks and things are not needed? What? It's not actually changing. Oh, I think I understand what's saying. If you go easier, then the trains can basically drive through themselves. I would not want that. Game pauses automatically. I like that. I'll keep that around too. So this is a fairly large area compared to where we just were.
I did an evaluation of the contenders and I am the best choice.
Oh, really? You are you? So 5% higher freight prices. Oh, that's the only one I can take. What's my name?
Sometimes I think about
My name is
giving
Funar.
everything up and dedicating my life to poetry.
Oh, can't change that either.
How about you?
Alright. Here we go.
In 1830, the prosperous industrial centers on the east coast of the United States of America were poorly connected to the mainland. Insufficiently developed toll roads and slow ship canals were the only options when making long journeys.
I love these cutscenes. They're really, really well done.
Farmers, businessmen, and travelers lamented these long, arduous, and above all, unsafe transport routes. They were not only an inconvenience for travelers, but also shackles on an emergent nation's hunger to grow.
It's just amazing how far we've come, if you think about it.
But at this time, a development from England was taking its first steps and helped keep alive the hope of many cities in the East of reaching greater economic influence and growth.
I've been waiting for you. I'm Philip Evan Thomas. It's always been my dream to build a railroad to the Ohio River and beyond.
Oh, good.
That would help everyone, both the settlers and the natives. And I need your help with that. First of all, I have 2 tasks for you in order to build a base from where we can monitor further activities. But as I learned back when I was a bank clerk, the books must always balance. So take care to make a profit, even with these preliminary assignments.
Alright, what is our goal here? As I gag for a moment there, sorry. Give me 1 second here. I still have candy corn left over from Halloween. I just popped it in my mouth as the cutscene was going. I muted my microphone and I instantly inhaled part of it. So connect Baltimore and Washington and connect 3 rural businesses to your rail network. 3 rural businesses. Okay. And what was that again? Washington and Baltimore. Well, that's pretty easy. Washington and Baltimore right there. Boy, candy corn, inhalation of candy corn is really rough. All right, let's see here. We're just going to go for regular. Well, you know what? We have $2 million. Oh, wait, there's already a station there. There's not a station in Washington. Did you say you saw other empires on the map? How do you see that, I wonder? Company. Oh yeah, look at that. Don Lorenzo and Beatrix. Yeah, the dream may have died. Oh my lord. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that. I see what you're saying. Got one coming up from the northeast and one coming up from, or one coming down from the northeast and one coming up from the southwest. Both trying to attempt to crush me. Okay, let's build a station.
Who's this new fish swimming in our
Oh boy,
pond?
I perked her interest.
Greetings from the beautiful city of Charlotte. What was your name again? Beautiful stranger, wasn't it? Well, that's what you look like.
She's gonna
Just let me know if you need help push-starting your trains.
I can tell already she's gonna get annoying. She's gonna get annoying. Alright, let's Grasshopper.
Look, to be clear, I have nothing against strangers. Some of my best friends are strangers. But you're not from here, and New York is my city. That's where I do business. I say when the trains roll, where they're going, and why. As long as you don't get in my way, everything will be A-okay between us.
Alright, so we're on even keel so far. Oh, she's got 126 miles of track
two
already.
Competitors have introduced themselves to you. They have different approaches, and so will behave differently. Basically, however, they want
Should I just buy one of them out right now?
Real networks and make a profit just like you do.
I think
So
that would be
stay
bad.
on guard and don't let them take advantage of you.
Actually, I'm kind of curious. For 1.1, almost 2 million, I could just buy one of them out right now. As tempting as that is, I'm not going to do that. But man, that's tempting. Okay, so what else need to do? Connect 3 rural businesses to my network. So, what do we have? Oh, look at this. He's already down here. Oh wait, that's where he started. Never mind. Well, not really. He started in Albany. Crap. Look, he's not wasting any time. Yeah. So let's get moving, I guess. Can I get a couple of these? Okay, I can get 2 of these. He is not wasting time at all. I don't know that I need a... Will this make it too? Nope. Oh, so close. That's just not quite big enough. I'd have to do large to get both of those. If I go this way with it, up to there, and then this way is kind of like this.
But that farm was already on my rail network.
That's too bad. Oh, I didn't really need them that big. Oh well, too late. Not sure what I was thinking there. Okay, let's get this guy. Wow, I did not need a 4-track station there. Oh well. Oops. I gotta remember to hit that darn button.
The bigger a city gets, the greater its demands get too. At some point, the goods from the immediate area will no longer be enough. That's where the railroad comes in handy. Now select Baltimore to take a closer look at the city.
Select Baltimore, okay.
Baltimore, where the headquarters of our firm is located, has a large clothing industry. The city therefore needs a constant supply of fabrics. In New York, on the other hand, the fashion-conscious customers are waiting for deliveries of ready-tailored goods.
Honestly, what I could do
line between Baltimore and New York, so that the clothing produced in Baltimore can be delivered to New York.
I have 1.3 million. I could buy him out now and instantly get his New York lines. Would that kill me, though, if I did that? And is it too soon to do something like that? I'm really tempted to just buy him out now and be done with it. Is that worth it right now? And the game is still playing in the background. That would get me a line all the way up the East Coast to New York and just eliminate him as a problem. Niller says bye, everyone. You know what?
If you own enough shares in your competitor, you can merge with them and incorporate their routes and buildings with yours. Your competitor will then be out of business for good.
I'm gonna do it.
Hey, thanks for trusting me, eh?
Due to the infusion of a different business, you will gain access to their tracks, engines, and shares, and money and cash. Therefore, you need to own 100% of their business, and I do.
One day, you'll turn around, and I'll be right behind you.
Okay, so that was expensive. That was very expensive. That was very expensive. But I now have all of this. And I just completed those two just by doing that. So as long as this stays positive cash flow, which it looks like it is, maybe that wasn't such a bad idea after all. Yeah, and these are instantly linked together now. Yeah, I'm happy with that decision. I think that's going to work out. Because I could see him causing some major problems down here. Let's see, where's the other one at? Where'd she go? She's down here somewhere. Okay, she's hasn't really moved much. She's got Charleston, Augusta, and Adams. Be curious to see what direction she's going to go. So that gives me most of the northeast coast then. I probably should link New York and Albany down with Washington and them though too. Random breakdown. What's that going to cost? 80,000? 64. I need to link with these railways. What's it going to cost me to do that? It's just bad. It's a bad angle. Like, I'd love to do like this. What's that going to cost, though? 41,000. That buries me money-wise. But that would get me... Well, I mean, actually what I can do is this instead. If I use this line... Okay, if I do... this. Keep that line separate. Yeah, this is already way too much money. 2 million. Let's see if we can get some money going first. We are positive cash flow, so we're good there. Nothing new to do. I do need to get Washington and Baltimore linked in with Albany and New York, though. Because what do we have up here? These guys... furniture and lumber. And these guys are... beer. And clothing here. If we could get that clothing moved up here, like he said in the beginning there, that would help a lot. Just these lines are just, if they weren't, if this one wasn't curved up to the northwest like that, if it was curved a little bit lower, it'd be a lot easier. Railroad enthusiasts. Increases the number of passengers in every city where your company has a station by 10%. Oh, I guess I didn't want it. Oops. Okay, now I know to pay more attention. Jeez. If I get over 100,000, what do we got here? Indian resettlement build passed. Sheep are still for sale, and that's been going on for quite a while. they just can't seem to sell those sheep. Oh, New York. How does New York only have a small station? How did he only put a small station there? What do we have for trains that even go up here? Oh, you know what? I lost those trains. He sold them when I bought him out. We need to get some trains up here. We need to do an Albany to New York run. We need to get some money moving. I forget that he bought all the trains. He only put small stations up here on such large cities too. I feel like I need to put another one in there and run twice the trains between. There's no supply towers between any of these either. Come to think of it, I didn't put any supply towers on mine either. I shouldn't need one here. I would think it's implied that something that close would just supply on the, you know, between the two cities. Maybe not, though. I don't have enough. Oh, I'm trying to buy something. I don't have enough cash. Ooh. Need the money to flow. Need the money to flow. There we go. Yeah, this Albany to New York run, that should earn some cash. It's kind of... It's really unfortunate. You buy somebody out and they have an opportunity to sell their trains. Don't understand that. So I need to link this down to here, probably. How can I do that inexpensively? Or can I do it inexpensively? Let's see what this would just cost right now. So 61,000. But, whoops. If I play with it a little bit like I did earlier. There we go, 50... 56. Can I get it any cheaper? 53. Oh, that's too close to the industry though. 55, which I just don't have. 54,000 to get that link done. I just don't have the money for that. I wish this didn't curve like that. Is there any way to straighten that? Okay, now I've gone way wrong because... Oh wait, it's trying to build a bridge, that's why. No, I don't have enough money at all. I just wanted to get a rough estimate of what this was going to cost me, so about 50,000. Which I should earn pretty quickly between this New York and Albany run here. Yeah, there's 16 grand right there. And then we got Baltimore to Washington is still making money, so... I kind of feel like I need a second train here that goes between the two, but I want to link New York in first. Yeah, buying that guy out, it definitely killed me, but I think it's actually going to be better that I do that early. He was starting to get a little close. She's pretty much staying down in this area, so I'm not as worried about her right now. Just need to get over 50 grand. Having regrets on how I designed this down here now, though. Hello, Kyle David on YouTube. Welcome to the stream. Come on, Albany, New York. Let's see some cash. That is a full train. Look at that. There we go. 73 grand. Let's see what we can do here. 50,183. Don't necessarily like that it's looping through the Collins estate, though. Can I loop it around? What's it going to cost me to loop it around? It's not going to let me, is it? Ah. What if I don't want this part anymore? It's basically saying no. And that took care of all of it. I knew it. I feel like I need to leave these industries as industries down there and have a separate line that gets me up for cargo. That's already 69,000 right there. I may not be able to pull this off. Might not be able to do it the way I'd like to do it. I want to do this first. Let's get this in place. Can I get this? Come on. What the heck? Ah. Click. I keep... Yeah, that's 37,000 right there already. I think I have to use that line. Because that bridge is what's expensive, this bridge right here. And then there's this where they build up the terrain and then they cut into the terrain here. It's just... I should have moved that a little bit differently when I built it originally. So, at the very least, I guess we'll use this. What the heck's going on here? Washington grows. Oh, good. Random breakdown. Well, good. It's even better. Where does it think I'm building? Oh, it thinks I'm building here. Clear planning. Okay. So I need to get from New York. Can I go from here down? Or is it going to be too much in the way of these businesses? $119,000. Okay, what can we do with the line here? Can I finagle it any? 79,000. If I can get rid of some of these weird points. 67. 67.5. See, like we're doing some weird cut-ins down here too. If I can... 67.549. I don't like this extra bit here. This, I really wish this was like a straight... See, but that's more expensive though. It's dealing with some kind of weird terrain there. Yeah, it was cheaper the other way. Not sure why, because it's digging in more here than it was over there. Oh wait, wait, what was that? 36? Oh, 36,350 because it can't build the track, that's why. I think I've gone wrong here because I was at 66, right? Oh, 50, no. At this point, I'm just trying to save hundreds of dollars, which is not worth the time. 69071 might be it. Yeah, so 69, that's going to leave me with, like, nothing. I don't know if I'm okay with that yet, because I still need to buy a train to go down that line. Is that worth it? To avoid the industry? Or do I just go through the industry? And if I go... Oh, actually, you know what? Hang on. Hang on here. I think I'm making this a lot more complicated than it needs to be. Okay. So we have this run here. Why don't I just come over here and I can pick up the vegetables on the way as well. We'll have to play with the track a little bit. Oh, that I'm already getting the vegetables. Okay, I don't have to do that. That's why. $40,000. That might be too much of a turn. Yeah, that track made a lot of sense. I don't know what this is doing. Oh my lord, I just wanted to have a nice curve. Something like this. Not that. $105,000. Okay, so that's not going to work at all. Oh, it's building a bridge. That's why. If I can get it to loop up 40, no, 64,000. That's not going to work the way I want it to. I'm thinking, because I could use these lines to service New York and Albany in addition to Baltimore and Washington. But this is too much of a curve, and I can't go this way. And I would like it to go through. See, that's too much of a turn. It wants to do that, and it cuts through the business there. This is a better run, though, I think. Kind of leaves this one out in the wind. Which I can fix later. This station's already picking this up. 61,000, so it's not as bad. Alright, I'm going to have regrets about taking that, but I took it. You've only seen people playing the 1830s and 60s. How far does the actual timeline go? You know, I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I have seen at least one other Twitch streamer playing with electric trains. So at some point it does get electric and diesel trains. So it does go pretty far from what I understand. This is the beta still, or the pre-release, and there are 5 or 6 chapters. And each chapter is another section of time. So, I mean, based on research, so 1850, I mean, this goes all the way to diesel locomotives. I don't know what era that is, though. So the Super Hudson 464... Yeah, I don't know exactly what year. I think 1850 is when this chapter ends. I'm guessing that's why that line is there. Covered freight car ensures better transportation of live animals. As a result, it increased public interest in
I simply love Doc McTasty's extra creamy cream confections.
Oh god, what has she done? Okay, I thought she was moving up. I thought she was coming into my territory. So far not. That's good. Okay, we're back up to 55 grand already. Okay, so that was a smart move. I'm feeling pretty good about that now. Let's get ourselves a train that gets us Baltimore and New York. Oh, there you go, Dragon. Dragonfly says up to the 1940s, he believes. So, let's get us a train from New York to... Why can't I go down... Oh, crap. You know what I did? Hang on a second. So these are technically linked, right? But they're not. Look at... It goes on this track and it goes on that track. That, my friends, is improper planning. Which I'm going to correct right now. So we're going to do that. And that. And that. And then I need to link these in too. Okay, so that solved that problem. Duh. Make sure I didn't screw myself down here too. No, see, these are good. I am going to do this though. These 4-lane stations may actually come in handy now that I'm kind of thinking this through ahead. Alright, so we got New York. Why can't we reach Baltimore still? We should be able to go to Baltimore. Is this not connected? Oh my god, that's not connected. Arrgh. Rage. How did that happen? I don't even know how that happened at all. Craziness is what that is. And yet the money is flowing in, so, you know, whatever. New York to Baltimore. There we go. Now we have a winner. We'll do automatic. And you.
I'll let you get on with your responsibilities. Stay alert. I will check on your progress from time to time.
So that was the only reason to do these big stations, is it immediately connected all 4 of these in a very short amount of space. I am going to have to, let's do this. We'll add up, oh I can't, 80 grand. I can't do this either, can I? 60. I'm going to need to upgrade the stations in New York. I'm going to want to add, I'm going to want to add another train between those two. Who's he waiting for? That's a lot of people. Look at that thing. I bet he's waiting for a track to clear too. This is going to be a busy line right here. I'm gonna end up having to re-engineer this at some point. Because he's not going to leave. I'm gonna have to put switches in and stuff, or not switches, but signals to figure out the best way to put the signals in. Man, Baltimore is growing. Look at this. That is huge already. Random breakdown. At least they're in the station. Oh, so this train probably didn't move. He's still stuck. Why is he stuck still? What is he waiting for? Something has gone terribly wrong. I think I'm going to need a passing loop somewhere. Question is where? Because this train's going... Where'd he go? Oh, he's back on the rail. This guy's going... Thomas Breeding to... Okay, I think I have to do... I'm going to have to do some traffic keeping here. I'm going to need a passing loop in this area here. Because I don't think they'll pass one another on the... Well, maybe they will. Maybe I don't know if they'll pass each other in a station. Can I put a signal here? No, I didn't think so. See, he's waiting there now. For what, though? Yeah, I'm gonna have to... What's going on over here? I see beacons of light. It's a little disconcerting. Cotton is delivered to Pittsburgh from here. If you don't want to take over these deliveries, you must build a railroad line. Cotton is delivered to Pittsburgh from here. Oh, I can just build a line between these two, a short one, honestly. Except I can't, don't have the money. I have to sort this out over here. Do I just make, instead of doing it this way, do I just make this... If I do this... How expensive is this going to be? 23 grand? And then what if I kind of build this into a passing loop, sort of? If it'll let me. So if I do that, and now if I say you can only go this way, whoops, you can only do that, and then the same way down here. Will that help? How can I get New York to move? I don't know what he's waiting for. I really don't. He's stuck at the signal. I've done something wrong. Very wrong. So both of these are red still. It's so true. Thanks, Squirrel. So true. Okay, what's this saying? Random breakdown. Okay, so he's on the move now, at least. And then he broke down, so that's awesome. I feel like I'm going to need a supply tower on this run, though. At least he's moving now. This rail almost needs to be somewhere else. I think I've done a bad thing by setting it up that way. Baltimore, man. Look at Baltimore. See, why are you waiting here? There's no reason for you to wait. You're waiting to go in the station. What if I do this? Is this where the holdup has been all this time? Might have been. Is it because he can't get in the station? That might have been it, actually. Because he's stopped here now. I definitely have a traffic problem. A very significant traffic problem. I don't know if this is going to help, but I'm going to replicate what I did up there down here. If I can. Just to open up the rails a little bit more. Okay, he's moving now. I think I'm going to have to re-engineer this. I'm to get some money built up, and hopefully, what's-her-face down there doesn't decide to come up and say hi. So where is this guy going? This should just be the Washington to Baltimore run, and then this should be... So that's Thomas Breeding to Baltimore. So he's competing with him, and he's stuck now. I need to figure this out. I don't have enough money to build another line here. But I almost need to have a double track here. Leaf spring suspension. Increase number of passions every seat or companies. Okay. Is Beatrice gonna bid? Auction's over. Okay.
Are you a bit slow? I have already bid.
I almost need to have these as a dedicated line for down there. Okay, here comes New York. New York needs a bypass line, is what it needs. It needs to bypass all this stuff instead of going through the other stations. There's no reason for them to go through the station. They should bypass those rural businesses. How long did it take these people to get to? They probably could have walked. How long did it take them to get there? So that was 23 grand right there. Now he's taking freight back out, but he's moving right away. Okay, maybe this is sorted out. Slow due to missing equipment. Did I need a refuel station here or a supply tower? Maybe. I feel like I'm floundering, and she's already got 1, 2, 3, 4 systems in place down here. I would like to just jump on this right here and get these two connected, because that'll be some money too. Build a couple of small stations with just a single train going between the two. Okay, that's going back to New York. It hasn't stopped yet. That's good. I do wonder if I should dedicate a rail for this train. This is such a short trip, I don't think I'm ever going to put 2 trains on it. I mean, well, maybe down the road I will. Charleston dwindles. Poor Charleston. Oh god. Connect Baltimore and Pittsburgh. I don't have the money for that. And there's the deliver 20 loads of clothing to New York. I have a feeling the amount of time I took fixing this is going to end up making me fail this segment. Need more money and less delays. Thought it slow due to missing equipment. Again. I thought I put a supply tower over here. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, I mean, Washington and Baltimore are thriving. New York and Albany, or New York at the very least, is doing really, really well. It's just, can I get the stuff from New York?
If you transport the clothing from Baltimore with your rail line, you will be making a considerable contribution to the growth of the industry.
So that's working.
Everyone profits from that.
1832. Connect to Baltimore. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish that in time. It's March. Am I going to have enough money to build a station? 2 stations. Let me see what I can do over here. This would make me a lot of money. If I do a small station here. As close as I can get it. Do a small station here. And, excuse me, a small station here. That takes me down to just under 60. I still need to buy a train, though. What's this going to cost? 35. And then a train.
Excellent. You can hire train crews in the staff dialogue window.
And 30
then
grand.
You need to view the train details of the selected train to assign the staff to it.
I just need that
now,
to give me 7K.
Open the train details of your most important train and assign an engineer and a stoker to it.
Oh yeah, I do need to get staff on some of these trains. Come on, let's see it. Okay, we got it. Nothing like riding at the end. 9 stations currently connected. Yet another region to its rail network. Now I need to get this connected to the rest of it too, though, at some point. This is going to help Pittsburgh out a lot. And then, honestly, what I would need to do is get Pittsburgh connected to Baltimore so that Pittsburgh can bring the cloth over there. If you click along the path for the railroad, it matches the land height, so you don't have to pay for the land change. If you click along the path for the railroad, it matches. Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah. Yep. I am so poor right now because of this mess here. No, I guess I should do what he said. Let's see, where is my air? New York to Baltimore, that is my most important one. What would an engineer cost me? Maya Evans is slow. Reduces maintenance requirements for the locomotive 20%. Why would I choose this guy? And through skillful control of the steam supply, the maximum speed of the locomotive is increased by 5%. That would help that run from New York to...
You don't have first call on cities, farms, or mines. Of course, your transport income will fall if your competitors connect these to their rail networks.
Yeah, she's getting close, isn't she? Oh, yeah, look at this.
Locomotives, buildings, and cash all increase the value of your company. And the higher this is, the higher the price of your company's stocks.
Yeah, she's coming for me. Look at this. She's coming up the East Coast. That's going to be a problem. That is going to be a problem.
Just as other companies buy stocks from you, you are able to buy some from them.
Oh, but the money's
If you do that, you will profit from the success of your competitors. You should buy stocks via the company dialog window now.
Yeah, she's going to be way out of my availability now. What is she up to? Yeah, she has 11 trains. I have more miles, though. Well, actually, you know what? $2.8 million. I can't afford to buy her at this point, but... I still feel good about the original decision to buy out the New Yorker guy. I think ultimately that would have been best because he was coming down south with a vengeance. Would have definitely cut into the profits, so... I just wish I hadn't spent so much time on fixing this over here. Alright, money's coming in now. Money's coming in. I can think about getting Pittsburgh and Baltimore linked together.
I simply love Doc McTasty's extra creamy cream confections.
Is that right? Well, I'm so glad for her. How many trains per rail? Mine? At least 2. Well, 1 to 2. And I'm definitely using signals. So let me see. Oh, say, so we have a big giant mountain range between Pittsburgh and Baltimore. That's going to be expensive. I could possibly go around it. Am I managing 2 railways alongside each other? Yes, I am. Except for one instance here. This is a single railway with a passing loop on it. Just because it's so expensive with the bridges and stuff. I mitigated a lot of the cost here, as you can see by this loop that goes around the business, because it was much cheaper to do that than it was to go to straight shot. Okay, the game is actually telling me to buy some of her stock, so let's just go ahead and buy, I don't know, 1%. Sure.
You can't go wrong investing in my company.
This should stay just between us, as it's, well, not entirely legal. But we need to keep all of our options open. A saboteur has applied for a job with you. If you send him to one of your competitors, he will make trouble for them. This can also cause their stock price.
He's expensive.
To fall. You don't have to deploy saboteurs to do better than your competitors. You could deal with them in a more classy and legal way. Take a look at which routes are more lucrative and will ensure you become the most important transporter there.
So Albany's producing.
By the way, your competitor,
well.
Don Lorenzo, is a bit of a gang boss.
He's not my competitor anymore. I bought him out.
He has good connections to bandits and saboteurs, so it's much easier for him.
Took him out in the first 10 minutes.
Characters.
Poor Don Lorenzo. He lasted 10 minutes in this round. But it was either take him out early or him cause me a whole lot of trouble later. What are you missing? There we go. Alright, how are we doing over here money-wise? This is going to be a lucrative thing. I'd like to get a second train out here if as long as the Wilson farm can keep up with demand. Yeah, 100% is going by rail now. That's awesome. Current workload 64%.
You should have learned the most important aspects of your position by now. I'll let you get on with your responsibilities.
Yeah, we had
Stay alert.
couple of...
I will check on your progress from time to time.
couple of financial faux pas. But I think we're back. Yeah, we're definitely back on track now, because this line is working well, and then the New York to Baltimore line is working really well. I just wish there was a bypass loop here. I will build one eventually. There's no sense in New York going through this stuff here. What I would probably do is when I upgrade the station here, I'll dedicate a track that takes you the bypass loop down to Baltimore, and then we can avoid all of this rural industry here.
Oh dear, there seems to be a little problem with one of your locomotives.
Okay, so she's already sabotaging me. She's already sabotaging me. Connect Baltimore and Pittsburgh. I'm not going to be able to finish this before 1832. What is that going to cost? Let's just look. Baltimore needs cloth. Yeah, I know Baltimore needs cloth. This is just for grins. Let's just see what this costs. Well, that's not the way it wants to go. Alright, let's play a little bit here. So that's 13. If I take the path... $38. So if I go this way, that's 31. There's a big jump in price right there. Okay, it's still under 100. Ooh. Alright, let's see what we can do here. This is not the way I want this to go, but what can I do here? A little bit of incline there, and there's a bridge here. I need to get rid of that, because that's another incline. Is there any way around this incline? How does the terrain look? Oh, there's a dip here. That's the problem. Could I go south? Not really. I could potentially go along the riverbed. What is going on here? Signals and switches. Oh, good lord. Production leather has been reduced. Yada yada. Whoop. Yada yada. So the only place it starts going wrong is right here. So if we try to avoid some of this, maybe we can be successful about it. So that's 365. It's a heck of a way to get Pittsburgh in here. And then we need to avoid this as much as possible. Oh, well, we're closer. We're closer here. It's going to be a long run, but it's going to be a cheap run. So how did you get to Pittsburgh? By way of Canada. That's normal, right? It's perfectly normal. Oh, there's 179. This is going to be such an expensive run. 171. We're so close. So close. What is this saying? Every incline will affect speed. Yes, I know this. Look at this. I have a 4% incline right here, though. We'll try to mitigate that. Question, how am I going to link this into Baltimore? This is kind of a weird loop. So, well, my thought right now is that this doesn't need to be here. In all honesty. Because that's just feeding... It's just the Washington to Baltimore feed. So that doesn't need to be there. So this could potentially link into here. Somehow. Eventually. That's going to cost me 178 grand. But what can I do here to make this incline a little easier on the trains? I don't like this bit here either. So 3%, 6%. Okay, hang on. I gotta play with that. Oh, I had 5% there. 10%. Oh, great. 7, 4, 2, 1. So we go from 1% incline to a 7% right here. Holy cow. It's $175,000 right there. And that screwed it for me. Look how far that's digging into the ground, though. Holy cow. But my inclines are a little better now. At least down here they are. Up here is where it gets wiggy up here. So... I don't like this here. If I can mitigate this, that would be awesome. 1%, 1%. 0 and 2. Getting better. Have you driven through the mountains? I used to live in the mountains, actually. A long time ago. Not in Pittsburgh, but northeast coast of the United States. 3%. Can I bring this in anymore to help this? Without blowing my budget here. We're down to 169. This might be... This incline here is what has me concerned. This 8% incline, that's a problem. Oh wait, now we're down to 4, 3, 2, 1. That's looking better, and it got cheaper too, 165. So 1, 3, 4, 9% right here. How is this a 9% incline? Oh, I guess it is. Look at that. You know, it's crazy. So it goes up here. We build up terrain, then we go down. All because we have to avoid that mountain range. I wonder if I could push this more this way. Is this possible? Without, wow, yeah, let's do that. Can I push this way and mitigate some of this? That's actually helping quite a bit. It's not really changing the price either. 10%. I think 2 and 3% I can deal with. Anything above 3% I think is way too much. Like this one here now is completely jacked up. $5% down here now. You could literally just spend, you know, forever doing this. 0, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it did. That's because I took this dot out here. Okay, it wasn't that dot. What have I done? Oh, there's a tunnel here. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. It built a tunnel. No tunnels. I may just have to accept some of these inclines on this run and just upgrade the trains later. That might be what has to happen. Oh, 4% isn't horrible. So it's got to deal with this one little stretch right here, which is just bad. Except we have a 5% one here. Yay, 100, now we're up to 185,000. Where did my 160 go? Yeah, we got 0% through here. Then an incline around the bend here. You know, I might just accept this. I think this is okay. Doing it. It's happening. Baltimore to Pittsburgh. And I need to build a couple of supply towers now along the way, because that train is no way that train's making it. Put one there, put one there. I kind of wish I'd moved that one a little further back now. Oh, I don't have enough money. Don't have enough money. Wow, there's a lot of information pop-ups over here. The rising numbers, but yep, got that. Dairy's been reduced. Yep, we've seen that before. Demand for imported goods of cattle has been reduced. I don't have a supply tower here. I'm surprised it needs one here. That's a very short run. Farmer mining, yeah, I've seen all these before. How does it compare to Railroad Tycoon 3? I mean, there's definitely some similar aspects to Tycoon 3. I'm just starting out on this. This is just the beta. I haven't run into one of the AI yet. I have bought out one of them already. And so far she's staying down here in the southern area, but I have a feeling she's going to work her way up. I'm enjoying it. I don't know if I'd call it better than Tycoon 3, but it's definitely not worse. It's definitely a lot of fun. I tend to spend way too much time on perfecting my plans for these games too, so and that's part of the issue here. So that's why this line here exists. Yeah, we'll buy another tower here. There you go. You got your tower. Alright, how are my rest of my trains doing? So... New York to Albany is nice and popular. I need to upgrade this station, though. This station needs an upgrade. Can't afford it, but I need to get that station upgraded. This is just... I'm really unhappy with how I laid that out. I can't fix it now, though. Every time I fly over there, I just realize how unhappy I am with it. This needs to be upgraded, too, because I don't want to interfere with my delivery of cloth. This one probably should be upgraded first, honestly. What's that going to run me? 60 grand. I think that's worth it now. Let's get that done. Yeah, I know, Maz. Oh my god, stop. Do what I mean and not what I do. There, that'll make that station much, much more accessible. So, I am just low on cash this entire time. 60 grand. As soon as I get the next 60 grand is going to go to New York to upgrade that station, because that station's way too small. And this station's ridiculously large, but Baltimore has definitely become a bit of a hub. What are we hauling today? Look at all that cloth. Look at all that cloth. Yeah, when I get some more money, I'll start building bypass loops and add an additional train, especially on that Pittsburgh to Baltimore run. That needs another train on it. But I don't want them waiting for one another either. Actually, this needs to happen. Hope I can upgrade New York now. Get this working a little stronger. What's it going to cost me to get a maintenance building on here? 80 grand. I don't have that yet. That's going to help New York out a lot. That's going to speed it up over there just having that extra rail. How's Pittsburgh doing over here on this random breakdown? Yay. That's awesome. Yeah, we'll get another rail. We'll get another train on this track. This track is really, really busy. This one's really busy. It's actually too busy. I need a bypass loop right here. Because, I mean, that right there is already 11,000. Not here. This is a train that goes... John Hancock. Next bid is 30. Oh, Jesus. She's gonna outbid me. Is she not going to outbid me?
Say,
Kidding.
are you a bit slow? I have already bid.
Yeah, this rail, the problem with this rail is not only picking up these supplies for Baltimore and New York, but it's also picking up, it's a commuter and freight rail between Baltimore and New York, so this is incredibly busy. This is a very busy line of track here. This really needs to be 2 rails. Some of it's been mitigated a little bit, but it's still kind of an issue. I think we got about another 10 minutes or so in this stream, guys, just so you know. It's 3 a.m. almost Eastern time where I'm at. And sleep. Sleep will be a thing. More like, you know, self-induced coma is probably more like it. I'll definitely be playing this some more this weekend as well. If you don't already follow the channel, I invite you to do so. I play this along with a bunch of other simulation-style games. Yeah, that's definitely the plan, Maz. I just don't have the funds to do it yet. That's the problem. Trying to avoid taking a bond out with being so low on cash. But ideally, yeah, this either needs to be a double track, or at the very least, what I'm thinking of actually doing is running a complete bypass loop around these businesses and linking New York separately. Dreamliner has fastest train. Yeah, this is not how I do this normally. This was, well, I didn't build Surveyor. I didn't build this all the way up. This was when I acquired the Don. And the way he had laid the track out, this was just a mess here. This caused a problem having this here, but I didn't want to tear it all out because it was profitable at the time. How close is she? Oh man, she's close. Oh wait, where is she now? Holy cow. She's up in Wilmington now. She's coming up. She is coming up. I probably need to get New York to... Ugh. 1834. Delivered 20 loads of clothing to New York. That's in progress. Baltimore is well on its way to 100,000. Baltimore and Toledo. Hey, thanks for the follow, Maz. Really appreciate it. Baltimore and Toledo. Toledo is way... That's Pittsburgh. Should be way over here. Okay. Well, actually, that's not a hard connection. I can go from Pittsburgh to Toledo, and that would solve that problem. No, the NPCs don't. The NPCs cheat. Let's just say how it is. The NPCs in this game cheat. I've watched plenty of other people play this game, the pre-release version, to know that the NPCs don't follow any kind of rules or anything else. They just straight up, they cheat. But I mean, you have to kind of expect that in any of these kind of games. You know, any strategy games when you're playing against computer characters, they're gonna cheat in some way, shape, or form. Ultimately, what my plan is for this map is to create a belt line where I'll link Pittsburgh probably to Toledo, and then loop Toledo up through Buffalo to Syracuse, and then down through Albany. And then I can have a one-direction belt loop, and that'll actually bring in quite a bit of money. And then I'll just completely tear all this stuff out and redo this properly. And then depending on what Beatrice down here does, which she has a belt loop. Look at that. She's already made one. It would be nice to go from Washington to Norfolk, and then if I could get enough money to buy her out, which I don't even know how that's going to be possible at this point. She's got to be ridiculously expensive now. She's got, yeah, her value bumped up above mine. Yeah, 4.7 million just to buy her out. It's not happening. She's going to be a problem. We'll start, well, I just want to buy her out to eliminate her from screwing me up. More than anything. It's not really about owning her. Baldwin test locomotive. Old Ironsides have been successfully tested in Philadelphia. So, clothing should be done this run, or pretty darn close. Baltimore is almost there. Toledo's going to be easy. I got to buy, in 8 years, I have to buy 20% of her. See, I already bought one person out. They should just count that as I got that one. And then a company value of 20 million in 13 years. I could do that in 13 years. If I can get that Beltline run, you know, problem solved. Who do I have on this train for staff? Do I have anybody on this train? I do not. Let's get an engineer on this train. Yeah, we want that for sure. That is a money-making line right there. That line is making cash.
You really should pay more attention to the maintenance of your locomotives.
Oh, good lord. Did she just sabotage me again? Okay, at least it's just this one. Wait, do I not have a... Oh, I don't have a tower there. I totally neglected to put a tower here. Alright, well that's fixed. Oops. So, Beltline... Or not Beltline. So, a link to Toledo. I think we'll plan on doing the link to Toledo the next time we play. I just wanted to see where money was going to go. What's going on up here? Breakdown, bad condition. That's the one she just sabotaged that one. New York's growing finally. Albany's kind of stagnant. There's not a whole lot I can do about Albany right now, though. This is the campaign, yes. Yes, each building require... Oh, I don't have a maintenance building over here. That's what I needed. I knew there was something I wanted to do before I called this quits tonight. Make sure I get that there. We definitely need some maintenance. Yeah, Albany to Syracuse is going to be an easy shot. And then really just all along the Great Lakes. Pretty simple.
Don't worry. Your employees won't miss a thing with me. Promise.
What? I'm beginning to really dislike her. Really beginning to dislike her. She did. She stole somebody from me. Yep. Absolutely. That's exactly what she did. She plays dirty. She just absolutely plays dirty. Just absolutely. Cheater. I don't know that Washington and Baltimore would benefit from a second train on here. They might, because this You know what, let's just see what this does real quick. I keep saying I'm going to call this a night, but... Add locomotive. We're just going to add one of the little ones. Yeah, no kidding. This might actually work out really well, because while they're loading on one, we'll see how this works. This has been a lucrative area. I mean, this would be a cheap line to just run, you know, actually, you know what? This would be a really cheap line just to run a second rail on. Truth be told. See, which way did I just go with that? I went right to left. So I think this way then. You are stuck, aren't you? Oh, you know why? Because I'm dumb. Here, I'll just do this. That's the cheesy way to do it, but there we go. Now we can put some signals down. The issue is that they're both trying to use the same track. So we're going to make this route go this way only. This route go this way only. There. There, now that's twice the cargo between those two, and it should run pretty much simultaneously. Perfect. Yeah, I probably will end up putting another signal through. In another train. This has been a lucrative area, too. Yep, we'll get there.
Oh dear, there seems to be a little problem with one of your locomotives.
Did she seriously just... She did it again, didn't she? She did it again. Which one did she get this time? The Pittsburgh one, of course. I don't like her. I don't like her at all. Yeah, I need to upgrade this train. Yeah, see, it doesn't like this incline at all. Oh, we get a connection bonus up there now. Yeah, what I need to do is add a bypass loop here. And add at least one more train on this line. Which would require me to upgrade this station too. Did I put a... No, I don't have a maintenance thing on here. Let's put a maintenance, because that'll service the other train too. Keep saying I'm going to go to bed, and as you can tell I haven't done that yet. That will be happening soon though. Now what are you having a problem with? Another breakdown. So let's get this bad boy. Here, let's do this. This. You're good there. Uh-oh. Increases another number of passengers in every city where company has a station by 10%. We'll take that. That'll help the New York run, for sure.
Nice for you to win an auction as well. You might not have had any competition,
Did she win
but
one?
Still.
Did she win that one? I didn't think she won that one. And you guys are jammed up because, you know, there's no reason for that one to come down. Waiting for Wilson Farm Pittsburgh, but this one's blocked. Yeah. Let's do this. Oop. Yeah, I do need to research, don't I? I really, really do. I haven't been. Safety against injury. Leaf spring suspension. Makes passengers' journeys significantly better. Covered freight car. Meh. Covered cab allows journeys to be made by any weather, increasing profits for transportation. That's worth it. Reducing the danger of catching fire. Oh, reliability. That you can't say no to reliability. Good lord. John Bull. Covered freight car. I'm not really doing too many animals. Bull. Increases numbers of passengers in every city by 15%. So I'm already getting like major bonuses for passengers now, which is awesome. Can't do that. Don't we want that right now? 23 miles an hour. Suitability mixed. Yeah. You know, I'm going to do this. Because yeah, so this, we want that for sure. Provides additional safety for subsequent trains, increasing reliability. Reliability. Anything we do to increase reliability is totally worth the money, absolutely. And we'll just hold down to the rest of those points. 2 trains cannot start their journey because they might collide. That's actually not true. You can come down here. You don't have to wait. You could totally go to the station down there and go into the other track, but, you know, that's fine too. Just sit there. I'm not sure what the holdup is. Why are you sitting here? Oh, it's being serviced, that's why. He probably needs the service station too. Well, I hope you guys figure it out, because you're supposed to be lucrative. How are we doing on here? Requires a maintenance building along its route, which I have one. It's right here. How is the clothing to New York not happening as quickly as it once was? It stalled at 7. The clothing is supposed to be coming from here. Where is the clothing going? Are we not getting enough cloth? Is that the problem? We are not getting enough cloth. That is the problem. Baltimore is flying through the cloth, which is being provided by this train here. Where is all the clothing going? New York, Baltimore is carrying people. And only people. Now there's a massive demand for transit between the two cities. How is the cloth situation going here? So, 7 units of cloth. So there's a delivery of cloth. 1.5 demand. Weekly production, 0.8. So where is the cloth going? You can tell when the cloth gets here. You get those peaks. What can I do here? Anything? Meat industry, weaving factory, tailors. Honestly, a weaving factory wouldn't be bad if I could get the cotton here. I don't have any cotton nearby, though. Is that sugar? Yeah. Uh-oh. She's officially in Norfolk. She is 1 town away. She is 1 town away. I'm going to have to start thinking of what I'm going to do here. Just going to cut into my profits. Well, guys, I think that is going to bring it to an end for me tonight. It is now 16 minutes past when I was actually going to sign out. But I want to appreciate everybody watching this evening, both on Twitch and on YouTube. And I will definitely be back with more of this and many other simulation games as well. Give us a follow if you have a chance to get alerted on next time I stream. It's usually in the evenings, anytime after about 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time most days. You'll see me on here. Feel free to get in touch with us via our forums at MultiplayerGamers.com as well. I'd love to hear from you guys, both in and out of stream. But until next time, this has been Funar from MultiplayerGamers.com. We'll be back at this, like I said, probably tomorrow night. So we'll hope to see you guys then. You guys have a good night and be safe. We'll see you next time.